Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rechak, Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and others at Great Millstone. This is I know Yahweh with the beloved truth. This lesson, I'm going to call it a moment in history. It's another shameful spewing on Esau's glory, right? Because they believe everything that they have gotten is by way of being upright people or the earth. And in fact, it's pretty much the opposite. They have gotten everything by ill-gotten gains, and we're here to deliver the truth, man, raw and uncut, you know. And I'm gonna start with Esau's birthright, because what I'm going into is a moment in history when they invaded Haiti to take over the resources, the corporations, which were owned by so-called white men, all right, which are Edomites. Their biblical nationality is Esau, which they tried to erase the lines of nationality and race so that people won't know who they are and what they have in store for them in the very end times that we're living in this day. All right. So there's going to be a lot of things that's going to be taking place where basically a lot of evil things are going to be happening. It's going to be happening by way of the so-called white man. They're showing their horns every day. You see them showing their horns. They're calling the police on innocent Jakes, so on and so forth. All right. We have so many examples, but this is this is one of the things that they have been doing in the past, and they continue to do. Their whole neo-colonialism, a global colonialism of the whole world. They have to have everything, all right, and they do it by way of the sword. And this scripture, right along with the excerpt from the book I got, is going to pretty much back up what the scripture is saying. All right. All right, so I'm gonna read Genesis 27 and 39 and 40, and then I'm gonna go into that the excerpt from the book. Lord willing, you brothers. Oh, and also some scriptures, some more scriptures, and Lord willing, you brothers be edified. So this is Genesis 27 and 39, and Isaac's father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. All right, so meaning basically they're gonna own the earth at one point in time. All right. So this is a prophecy for things to happen or things to come. All right. In the future, man. All right. And most of this is concerning the latter generations of Esau. All right. So verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live. All right. And we already know the modern day sword is a gun. All right. It says, and the sword is an instrument for killing. So, you got people that like to play semantics, and they want to get all technical and whatnot, but the modern day sword is an instrument of a killing instrument. All right. And what is Esau's main killing instrument? Is his guns, man. All right. Now he has lasers. All right. He has all type of weapons, man. He can use sound waves as weapons. Hey, he used the internet and Wi-Fi as a weapon, man. They send out low vibration frequencies, and they can give you cancer over a long period of time, man. So Salaki, it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. All right, and we go into that word live, which is important that you go into that word, because when you go into that word, it says sustain. So by thy sword thou shalt sustain what? Their lives, man. That's how they living, man. All right. So let me go to Genesis 27. All right. Lord willing, we don't have no distractions. All right. 27 and about the 40th verse. All right. So it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. Let's go into that word. To live, to have life, remain alive, sustain life, live prosperously. And we're going to keep that in our minds, man. We're going to keep this word and highlight it, man, because they're living prosperously, man. And we're going to see from the excerpt from the book. All right. Live forever, be quickened, be alive, be restored to life or health. All right. And this is undoubtedly, we've proven undoubtedly without a shadow of doubt, you so-called white men. All right. Women and children that's in high rulership and that's rich. You're Edomites, man. All right. All right. And we can throw, you got black Edomites. All right. You got Edomites that look like all the other nations too. because they spread their seed among all nations, man. Just like we have spread our seed through all, the nation of Israel has spread their seed through all nations. All right, in the world. Okay, that's what happens. That's a that's what happens when you dominate the world, man. You plant your seed. All right. For those who are in the know and who have an ear to hear, man. All right. So Salaki, it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. All right. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. All right. Which happened. All right. It happened. OK, that's why you had the Medici family and all these banking families come up. All right. And they were able to establish their empires. The Britain Empire being number one, number two. These are the most prosperous. But we know, they run France, they run Germany, they run Russia, but Britain and America, all right, have been the top two leading empires throughout history. All right, and it's been a short history. All right, over 600 years. There's really. It's some time on there, but it took time to establish these empires. All right. So now we're gonna go to the excerpt from the book. All right. The book is called Power Systems. It's by Noam Chomsky. Really good book. I'm only on like 20 pages in the book, but it's good so far. All right. It explains the power systems and how and who basically is the superpowers, all right, of the world. And the scriptures also say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. And that's what Esau has been doing. OK. All right. So and then in this book, it explains who the superpowers are. All right. So I'm going to start from that quote. War is a racket, as you can see right here. War is a racket. The few profit, the many pay. All right, and that's the truth when it comes to Esau's and his corporatocracies. What they do is they go out in the world, they seek out natural resources, and they try to buy out certain countries. And if the countries don't adhere or don't allow the American government or whatever Edomite government to come in and to convey their land and to take their resources, Esau brings his military. All right. And that's what you're going to find out reading this excerpt. All right. So this is page 13. It says, in fact, he very eloquently described the way war is a racket. He says, I was a racketeer for capitalism. All right. And that's what these Edomites, that's what they represent. That's structure of their government. All right. And he describes his role in many interventions. All right. Actually, a very timely example is Haiti. When Woodrow Wilson invaded Haiti in 1915, Smedley Butler was one of the commanders, though not the top one. He was the person who President Woodrow Wilson sent to disband the parliament. In other words, undermine and pretty much destabilize their government. It says the Parliament of Haiti, the Parliament of Haiti had refused to accept a U.S. written constitution which permitted American corporations to buy up Haitian land. All right. So these Americans or these Edomite governments can come in and write on a piece of paper, forcing you basically to adhere to whatever commitment that they draw up so they can take your resources and pretty much